Yeah. All right, let's see what's happening. All right, pretty competitive section. And K3. Oh, nice. Kieran's playing. Looks like these games, yeah, they just got started. So it's that longer time control, 30 minutes. So definitely take your time. Yeah, looks like a lot of strong players today. See who's Kieran. Okay. Ooh. Got a Pawn Storm situation right out of the opening. Ah, Vienna. Yeah. And now this is going down a dangerous road for black. Yeah, I think rookie 8 looks okay, but I feel like definitely you gotta take this pawn. Most likely though, even that looks pretty good for white. So yeah, I'll have to definitely look at this. Knight G5 was even a possibility. And H6, yeah, I see where you're going with this, but makes a target on H6, so yeah. But that's okay. Haven't really gone over this with Kieran yet. So. Oops, check out Will's game. Mm. Yeah, I don't meet many people who accept the Queen's Gambit. It's a difficult way to play. Stonewall. Okay, a lot of interesting openings today. Pretty closed openings. Yeah, well, this section is kind of open to anybody. We don't have MYM Chess Ian or whatever that name was. Close enough. Or some of like the other heavy hitters. So yeah, everyone's, sort of close. Should be pretty good. Let's see. Slightly bigger section. Okay. But also, yeah, just kind of a lot of new people. That's cool. Looks like Darius has found himself in an end game. So 6. Okay, so we have an equal end game. Yeah, this should be pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I like Black's position a lot. Coordinated rooks and less pawn weaknesses. This is this pawn's isolated, and these pawns are buddies, but they're kind of far advanced, and that makes them hard to protect. Yeah, so white just gives up a pawn there. Not sure if it was on purpose. I guess it could have been, but probably not. I mean, this was a big threat. Maybe just rookie one. Yeah, no, I think well, still some tricks. I mean, activity of your pieces is always the most important thing, regardless of position. So I could definitely see some tricks. But yeah, I mean, white's just blitzing now, so you don't really have any hope for that. No, definitely, guys, please take your time. Yeah, I mean, this move is good now, but it wouldn't be even stronger with the knight still here. Um, and then I'm sure white just, yeah, simply misses that. Um, this is not mate because knight blocks. So yeah, I think back here before just giving up this pawn, why not go here and try to pin this knight? That's actually kind of unpleasant. Maybe even g6, rook here, king. Yeah, I don't know. It's something. Oh shoot. Oh, Darius. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, I'm sure that is painful. Yeah, you gotta just simply go knight g8 there. Should be completely winning for black. No, that's tough. I mean, normally, I'm just curious. Well, I know how these things go. So this move was played in about 7 seconds. Normally, I try not to be. Maybe I've been kind of harsh in the past. I've tried not to be, but if you play quickly, I am a little bit harsher. All right, so I already have drama. Yeah, it looks like these games are. What's happening? Yeah, no, this is pretty pleasant game for white, unless I'm missing something. Looks like white's up a pawn. You have the two bishops. Yeah, white completely owns the center, so should be pretty nice for white. By the way, unless I'm mistaken, I think at 1 o'clock in about an hour, the New in Chess Classic finals will happen between Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura, and then third and fourth place. Also, players playing for that. So, pretty exciting games. If anyone wants to check it out in between your rounds, I think it's yeah, I doubt they're. Yeah, it should be somewhere over here around 1 o'clock. Unless it's over and I'm just completely out of it. But yeah, okay, so we'll pin this game. It's not over. As we just saw in a previous game. It's never over. All right. About this one. Yeah, this game's pretty good, pretty close. Probably prefer white. Got a bad pawn here. It's hard to advance and it's on an open file. And this bishop is not so great. It's kind of stuck behind the pawns. It's kind of Sicilian. All right, you got the dragon. Some creative play. Yeah, E5 just looks like a big mistake. Yeah, I have a student who plays the dragon and he's always trying to go E5. And I'm always telling him like you're burying your bishop like under a pile of rocks. So in a different Sicilian like the Najdorf, yeah, E5 is like a main idea, but then your bishop is over here. So it's protecting your D pawn and it, can sometimes go over there. But over here, yeah, these two moves don't really mix. Yeah, I mean, it's tempting to, make a threat, but not all threats are good. All right, so. And yeah, K3 is really competitive. Got a lot of good players here. There's one game left. Okay. Oh yeah, this kid's pretty good. Let's see. All right, so equal material as soon as white takes back. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty equal to me. Seems like white has something going, maybe. Bishop versus knight generally is going to favor the bishop because it can move a lot faster to both sides of the board. But it's being held in check by the knight for the moment. The rook protects the pawn, so. Yeah, taking for sure. You're going to give white an isolated E pawn, most likely. So isolated pawn, there's no friendly pawns on either side of it to help protect it. So for example, if white takes, there'll be no white pawns on the F file or the D file. Isolated pawns are not by definition weak, but in endgames, when it's harder to protect them and some of their dynamic potential is lost, then it's not as good. But it's kind of interesting here because it's could become weak, but on the other hand, white is working on some open files on either side of it. It's kind of cramping black's position somewhat. So yeah, this is probably our best game so far. You know, pin this one and yeah, probably come back around. So this is where is this one? This is from K6. Let's see. Poor Kiran. Is he? No, he's still hanging in there. I was like, oh, I feel like white's just gonna throw all the pieces at the king and game, good game. All right, I mean, I still really like this for white. I feel like white could have maybe just really just start pushing this pawn immediately, but he builds up first, or she, so that can't be criticized, get castled before you start, kapow. So at least Kiran has some more space for his guys. I mean, black wants to get a pawn storm, but all white's pawns are so nice here. I mean, you start throwing this pawn up, but what does that really do, I guess? So Kiran's got to come with a plan here. It's definitely not easy. But good to see he's taking his time. All right, let's go back to our endgame. Yeah, rook a d8. Makes sense. Challenge the open file. Well, y'all know I love the endgames because you really see, which players really want to fight it out. Some players think endgame, game's over. It's the end. So I can just kind of play quickly and, not really think too hard. But often the opposite is true. The end game is like a whole new game starting from square one. And you got to come up with whole new plans and strategies. Often the players who win in games aren't the stronger players necessarily, or even the players who know more about end games. They're just the players that work harder at it, at the board. I was never someone with a lot of knowledge about the game. I didn't really know my openings, and I'm just now kind of studying end games. But I always worked really hard at the board. I always really wanted to win. And I think those things, made a big difference. But yeah, it looks like both these players, only the K3 section, these are some of the younger players, and they're taking their time. Yeah, rook h3 makes sense. Rook e7 also makes sense. Should be pretty good. Yes, looks like white's just pushing ahead. Let's see. All right, Kiran. Yeah, Kiran did take that bishop. Definitely a good decision. That bishop could be very powerful, and at least now you kind of mess up white's pawns slightly. Though I still think white is a very comfortable position. So cool. We got an end game. We have attacking middle game. And we have just some suffering, unfortunately, for black. All right, so white took the opportunity to double the pawns. Yeah, makes sense, though. No, I mean, black does kind of own the dark squares. I mean, both bishops aren't particularly nice because they're just kind of blocked by their pawns. But maybe black can put up a better defense now. I don't know if white had to do that. Maybe just, I don't know, try to just push these guys. And after you take, it's kind of harder to push the pawns. But I mean, I definitely get the strategy. You really mess up the pawns as well for black, so that could work too. All right, white's still thinking in our endgame, and Huron's still thinking in this complicated middle game. Or no, he played b6. Okay. Yeah, no, b6. Well, it looks okay. But you got some cannons coming at you, and bazooka over here. So we'll see. Now this is pretty tough. But good to see Kieran getting some practice against strong players. All right, yeah, f6 definitely a move that could be worrisome. See how white responds to the attack. He's still thinking about it. Yeah, see black kind of setting up a nice blockade, and yeah, this looks a little more difficult for white than it was. And Huron's still crunching his way through this one. All right. So, maybe try to think, what would you do here if you were white? Well, that is the thing with 30-minute games, we may just kind of be sitting here. It's also kind of difficult not knowing much about the players. I can't really talk about them. I mean, I know, Josh Rohan did a class, maybe it was in the fall or over the summer, so I know it's pretty good. All right, we got to move though. Yeah, e6 look kind of like the only move here. Otherwise, you're going to lose that pawn. And obviously, if you take, you lose a rook. So black making use of that pin. Now this pawn could become dangerous, and it's not so easy to attack it again. Though white would then have trouble defending it if somehow the bishop, where is that at? Or the king would attack the pawn. So yeah, f6, I don't know, it's looked attractive, but it's also kind of risky because this pawn could become dangerous. Okay. All right, we have action. So Kiran trying to kind of set up this fortress. Usually though, moving your pawns here, it just kind of gives more targets. And we see the floodgates are opening. Yeah, that looks like it should do it pretty much. Queen and rook battery, they're very good together. Thought maybe black, so I think black's about to lose here. I think he was back in this position. Yeah, I mean you can try to go a5, a4, trying to open things up, but yeah, I think it was only really a matter of time. As long as white didn't dawdle too much. Dawdle too much, white was gonna come out. No, this is tough. This can kind of feel like you were just ground down from the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, definitely gotta just guys chop off that F pawn. Oh, and that rook, there's a rook e7 move. Oh, but white set a trap and that rook might is it getting trapped. Think so. Wow, you don't often see a rook in the middle of the board and then get trapped like that. Ouch. Well, see if maybe there's some crazy things he can come up with or she, but I think this, yeah, you can say goodbye to the rook one way or another. All right, so b6 was played. Yeah, this was kind of my thinking. Maybe try to get the bishop down over here. Question though if there's really, it's such a slow plan. So we'll see. Yeah, he's got to take that pawn. That's what I thought was going to happen as well. All right. All right. So yeah, we can I guess go here because there's a lot going on. Oh, he just kind of trades everything. Well, okay. Well, this is gonna just be completely losing. Thought maybe at least try queen takes, and I mean, I think it's still. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe just bishop f5 in that case protects the pawn. Yeah, I mean that was at least the best chance, but okay. Good game, guys. That was yeah, that was a cool trap by white. So nicely done, nicely done. So we'll get out of here. All right, so white played there, black played there. Okay. Yeah, Kiran facing the gauntlet. Well, okay, it's actually not totally lost, but you just kind of hoping white makes a big mistake. Okay. So here we are. See if there's any other games happening besides these ones. All right, it's the last game. Yeah, I have a prediction though. These might be the final games in all the sections. That one. Oh, wow, someone said told me about this one. Okay, what? That was a rook. Is black just up a bunch of pawns? Is that what's happening? Just trying to count stuff. Okay, I mean it's kind of interesting. I mean, probably black should win. But sometimes these can be tricky. Wait, what? Oh, he was in check. Well then this is a blunder because check and you win the. Oh, okay, so black's gonna win. Never mind. Okay, we got Kiran's game here. Actually, a few good games. You know, I need someone to like tell me these things. Let's see. Yeah, it just doesn't give the impression white's up a bunch of material for some reason, but yeah, it looks like it's white's move here. Okay, this should be yeah, it should be winning. Why did he? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, no, that was yeah, no, that was pretty nice sequence here by Will. Then there's this game, another end game. White's up what, a couple pawns, different color. Yeah, okay, white's just totally winning here, but it could also be kind of weird. So I think these are the two like closest games. I mean, they could both be going kind of slow, so we'll kind of switch between them. So we can call this the equal end game, I suppose, and up two pawns end game. So this should be pretty comfortable for white. I mean, it's not just the pawns, but I mean, black's pawns are all weak. Opposite color bishops, which can be a draw if the rooks were gone, but with the rooks on the board, it's actually just like another attacking piece. So that's also in white's favor, having the opposite color bishops. So I mean, yeah. All right, as soon as I hear them move, we'll go to that one. But ace, so we got knight b5. Yeah, like I said, it's yeah, that pawn can get strong pretty fast. Really strong knight here, guards the pawn, can jump to some other squares. So, now if black can just get that pawn, they'll be ahead. But for now, all the advantages with white. Well, not well. Let's say initiative. Yeah, g6 very important, preventing this, which I think would win the rook. Yeah, I don't think. Hmm, actually, we could have a problem. So for the moment, the knight protects the pawn, so that does leave him somewhat flexible with the rooks. Hmm. Well, as always, piece activity is the most important thing. Maybe knight b5 wasn't the best. Maybe he should have just kind of waited, but okay. All right. Yeah, this is just looking lost for black. All right, it's the big game, and it's in K3. I don't know. Sometimes the K3 they have more maturity than the older sections. Maturity in terms of just like going slow, taking their time. So B5 or B4 was played. Yeah, I like that move. Kind of like giving the king a square, gaining some space. Always be careful of making pawn moves in the endgame because you can't ever take them back, and they can sometimes make weaknesses. But this move has a lot of purpose behind it. All right, so we'll keep an eye on the other game, but I think this one is definitely the one to watch. Oh, he goes F5. Okay. Well, yeah, this is a case then of a pawn move I don't like as much. So could have some ideas behind it, but I guess it's a move I'd be careful before making because now this square becomes available. This square. And that might be annoying. And you're also putting the pawns on the same color as your bishop, which seems kind of like a good idea because then, oh, the bishop protects the pawns. But in fact, more often than not, it simply restricts the activity of your bishop. So don't like that as much either for black. But still, very good game. Still more or less equal. Could go either way. So even though it is like equal material, I'm definitely going to predict someone wins this game. These endgames are rarely ever draws, just not how it happens. Someone always proves a little bit better. But I don't know who it's going to be. I think there's different ways to go wrong for both sides and different ways to make pressure on the opponent. Yeah, H4 makes a lot of sense. Kind of freezing the pawns for the moment. I mean, it's also comes with some drawbacks in that you weaken this one, but I think it makes a lot of sense at the same time. All right. Time is not really a big deal right now. Plenty of time for both players. Though White would still want to start becoming aware of their time in relation to blacks. Last thing you want to do is fall too far below on time relative to your opponent, because then they're going to have extra time in like a critical situation. So I think he's okay for now, though. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was like, well, wait, whoa. Knight f3 looked good to jump into some juicy squares, but hold on. Aren't you dropping a pawn? Oh, okay, that might be, yeah, White's first mistake. Yeah, White's first mistake here. Thought, this pawn's still nicely protected. Maybe just knight b3, hitting this guy. Pretty good to me. Yeah, that could just be a big mistake. So, okay, yeah, definitely like keeping both rooks on the board. That makes more chances for counterplay. Remember, the more pieces you trade, the more forcing things are going to get, with less chances to kind of change the course of events. Especially if you trade down into a pawn endgame. Obviously, black's totally winning because they have 3-on-2 over here. And then they can just go after, these guys. So just I'm not saying it's always bad to trade into a pawn endgame, but just understand that your options become very limited when it's just kings and pawns, and play becomes very forcing. So rook e3, yeah, very good move. Oh, now we see. Told you guys, these pawns could become targets, though there are some targets for white as well. So still a very double-edged position, but trending in black's favor. White had, taken their time so well, and then they just kind of make a mistake there. Let's check back in real quick. That other one, yeah, not much has changed. Still looks pretty bad for black. All right, rook d3. Yeah, I think you have to do that. You definitely don't want to trade rooks because then you'd be losing one of these. And even worse would be to trade rooks and then offer another trade to go into that bad pawn endgame. Well, actually, it would be pretty tricky endgame because your king's okay. A lot of things going on here. But I think white's safest bet, just keep the rooks on the board. And that should be enough counterplay to not lose. I don't know if white can really hope for a win, though. I also wouldn't be surprised, though, if white wins. Just because, there's still some stuff that can happen. I mean, their king position's actually pretty good in compared to black's because he can quickly jump up and start attacking the pawns here. So that could become relevant. So yeah, still a great game going on here. Black. Now it's kind of up to black. Do I trade? If I trade, which one? This is why my dad really doesn't like to play chess. Like, he likes me doing chess, but he doesn't like to play it because of like all the decisions you have to make. It's like a continuous puzzle you have to always solve. And a lot of people like that. Chess is pretty popular. Yeah, so after the game, I'll probably say what my opinion would be here. So if you're watching, maybe try to think, what would I do here if I was black? Well, rook d3 was a very good move to keep the rook on the third rank. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I would have done also. I think I would have traded. And now the rook is not really in a great spot. It's not on an open file. So I definitely would have traded this way. Don't know if it's enough to win. H5, I do not like one bit. Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, man. So many things. No shade to black here. But sometimes, you don't have experience yet. Okay, so what's wrong with H5? This is weak. You also may want the pawn on H7 to maybe give some tempos like H6 or H5 later on, especially in a king endgame. Sometimes you want to just kind of waste a move to force white to move. So the main thing now, though, with the rooks is you weaken the G pawn, and you're giving white a chance to come here and get active. Yeah, I think there's a lot more useful things black could have done than H5. Now your king is even going to have some trouble getting away from checks and things. Before, it could have maybe hidden here, but I mean, you can still try to hide, but then, I mean, the H file is still open. Don't like that at all. So you do have to be careful, guys, about moving your pawns. It may look like, oh, H5, I mean, whatever, but definitely some consequences. I'm sure black had an idea here, but oh, and you can't. Yeah, you can't even go H6 and G5 and F4 to make the pass pawn. You'd have to like go G5 and sack. So, all right, I'll stop talking about it. I think H5 makes it easier for white to draw and maybe even give them some chances. All right, now he's chasing the king out. I was thinking, I don't know, it's kind of hard. Yeah, maybe even just H6 and G5, trying to make that pass pawn. But there's so many weak pawns that black has. It's just not very attractive position. You know what? Maybe rook e3, it looks so good, but maybe it wasn't that great. Because maybe you could have had one rook back to protect pawns and the other rook, I don't know. No, trading should be a good idea. You know what? Maybe black should just kind of sit tight, get the rook here. Obviously not in one move. And then maybe just kind of bring the king up. Maybe that would have been the best decision. Now it's getting a little topsy-turvy. Yeah, here, I mean, I was worried about that. Here it comes. White had a nicely placed king. All right, check back in with that other game real quick. Okay. So here I don't like the king as much because it can still be attacked. You got a few more pieces on this board. Though if pieces come off, king could be well placed for the endgame. Actually, it's not so bad. Open file. Now, this could become kind of crazy. I think maybe white shouldn't have, I don't know, let the king just kind of do its thing. Maybe there was even like a checkmate. You could like go here and then, I don't know. Go rook f4 and then rook g1. That would have been kind of interesting. I don't know. Now black may have chances for an attack with that, the opposite color bishop. Got the open file, king in the corner. These pawns, I guess, were they always? Yeah, they're always doubled. Huh, that happened kind of quickly. All right, well, this could be fun too. All right, good. Black moves the king in, but it's a little late. Oh, the, the h5 move just hurts me. Imagine if instead he could have gotten h6 and then g5. Then you'd have two pawns here. King can always come up to guard them. Yeah. Yeah, even being able to play h6 here would have been nice. I don't know. You get the pawn, but now your king is even more open. Black needs to activate this rook. Yeah, always look at your pieces in the corner and see if you can get them more active. Especially like a lot of times players are like, I don't know what to do. What should my next move be? And always just look at the corner and see if you have any pieces still in the corner and then try to get them out. Yeah, this is tough here for black. Really, really tough. Good to see him taking his time here. All right, he goes rook f1 check. Definitely a possibility. King g5, I assume, was to be expected. Rook, yeah, rook e1. Okay. I sense danger. Oh man, if this gets into a pawn ending, I'll just like go wild. Pawn endings are so tricky. Remember, black's still up that pawn, but look how active white has gotten. And black hasn't really made progress at all. Dangerous territory. This is going to be a good finish, I think. Check back. Yes, this one. I just don't know what is happening anymore. This one could be good too. This is from the K9, where it seemed like white was comfortably winning. And yeah, now we're in K3 land, where it seemed it was even, then black got the pawn, but now white has some serious activity. Definitely white has the advantage now, for sure. Oh, I was so happy to get my rating back up over 2,300. Oh, jeez. Trying to hit the 24s. That would be start playing some good players, some FMs, IMs. You guys got some pretty good looking ratings here too, though. See some players in the 1900s. I don't know if we have anyone over 2,000 today. We have in the past. And then, well, anyway, we did have a very strong player as well in the section. No, I love this though. Black taking his time here. It's so easy. If you're in check, you obviously have to get out of check. So it's tempting just to be like, okay, whatever, move the king. But Black knows there's a lot of different routes the game could go. It's not quite as simple as just picking a king move out of the hat. He's analyzing the different moves. Okay, we got some action in this game. I don't know. I think black has some serious counterplay. Yes, all stem from that king getting stuck in the corner. Okay, rook g3. That's a that's a good move. I mean, you cannot let this just happen. Just this rook and king situation just sit here. Still thinking. All right, so yeah, it's another good training position. If you're black, what would you do? How would you get out of check? Would you trade? If you're going to move the king, are you going to move these directions, back here, or back here? There's 5 different legal possibilities. Actually, the other day, I looked up what is the most possible legal moves in a position. Turns out there is a possible position with 218 legal moves. Imagine having to think through 218 moves. Here, it's hard enough thinking with 5. Okay, so good. So definitely very bad to trade. You're going to lose that pawn endgame, even though you're up a pawn. Yeah, this looked okay. I mean, maybe I would have gone here, but I don't know. I think it's actually pretty difficult for black. So he decides to go this way. Yeah, time starting to at least enter into the players' heads, no doubt. Wow, this is round one. Man, y'all gonna be tired the rest of the day. You play a game like this. But sometimes a game like this can like just get you going as well. And then this one's still going. So yeah, maybe K6 has started the round too. So I don't want to neglect them too much, but well, okay. Then I guess I won't. Ah, this game is crazy. It's looking pretty good for white. Not sure what the plan is now. What is happening in this game? This game's crazy. What on earth? Seriously don't know what's happening. Yeah, the problem is rook protects the pawn. Oh, well now, okay. Oh, wait a second. No, you can't go for the pawn ending now. At least try to fight back or rook a4 or something. Yeah, this looks just dead lost. Told y'all someone was going to win. No, it's a tough game by black, but it really shows the importance of, oh, I don't know if that was necessary, of having like active pieces. Well, wait a sec. I mean, this would have just been simpler. Just get the double connected passers. But this should win also, barring weirdness. Yeah, active pieces has kind of been the story in this one also. Here. I think black has some good chances here to maybe just draw, but still down 2 pawns, but these guys are doubled. So there is the outside pass pawn to think about, but that's pretty far away. And yeah, you got a beautiful rook. Yeah, no, it's tough. But when in doubt, always have active pieces. So, okay, so real quick. Okay, King G2 was played. Let's see. Let's go to. Oh, there's one game here. How? Wait, what is happening? How did I? I think I thought someone was just winning. I don't, why did I just ignore this game? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, this game is pretty great too. 3 games holding up the sections. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, what? Oh, this must be round 2? Ah, gotcha. Oh, then I probably never even saw this one. It's round 2. Cool. 2 pieces versus rook. I don't even want to touch this one. Well, working a pawn, actually. I like the pieces, though. All right, so white's going to win here. This one is still up in the air. K9, and then K6. Ugh, so many decisions. Could be white fighting for the draw. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh no. I think he had to just go like, you didn't even take here. Or just get that, or move the king, or get the rook off the dark up a dark square. Ah, tactics. Yeah, even in end games, they're gonna decide the game. Good game though, guys. I mean, Black put up a really good fight. Is there any way out of this? No. All right, so now we're left with whatever's happening here. Oh, y'all making me do some work. Okay, two pieces versus rook and a pawn. Generally favors the two pieces. Yeah, I think this knight is just so dominant. This rook isn't that great. And the bishop's, bishop's okay. But this looks pretty tricky. Also, tons of time on the clock, so we may not even get any kind of resolution here anytime soon. But we'll keep an eye on this one. Hmm. Oops. What happened? Where'd it go? Oh, it was a draw? Wait, what happened to my screen? Oh, the guy, wait, what? Okay. Eh, who offered it? Black offered the draw. Draw. Um, yeah, I thought Black did a push for the win, but I mean, you're here to play, right? All right. K6 will start in a few minutes. These guys start, K3 starts in 1 minute. And okay, this game's still going, but White's clearly gonna win. Whew. Already got some fun stuff happening. Okay, now we need to wait on. Okay. All right then. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Let's see. Yeah, Magnus versus Nakamura is playing right now. Don't worry, I won't provide commentary because I'm not really that good enough to really say anything, but still kind of fun. I think Magnus is ahead by 2 games, so that should be like totally crushing. Hikaru really needs to win his white. What was this? Nimzo Indian? I don't know. And I forget, these games were insane yesterday. I think Black like won all the games. God, these guys play the weirdest stuff. All right, let's go back to this tournament. Okay, Oh, there wasn't even anything there. All right. Oh, you guys are playing what the Grandmasters play. Yeah, nothing too much to note in the openings. Just pretty classical stuff. B6 is a little weird, but should be fine. Yeah. Looks like someone moved their piece into danger. All right. Oh, Thailand's playing Awesome Train, who now has a rating, a very high rating, due to only playing one game. All right, we got a Scotch. Cool. All right. Should be a good game. So Highland, don't be intimidated. It's just very high because it was based on like that one win. So I got some Sicilian, E4, E5. Yeah, definitely recommend you guys play the open games. Even better, the open systems like E4, E5. You gotta know how to play open positions because any position can become open. It also teaches you to attack, to play with initiative. You know, if you're playing, I don't know, what opening do I want to pick on? Let's say the London system. Yeah, it's a very solid opening. It's actually okay, but yeah, I feel like you're not going to learn as much as if you play like, you know, the fried liver attack, the Scotch, you know, just all this E4, E5 stuff that leads to like direct hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, Sicilian is good. E4, C5 leads to a lot of fun stuff. So yeah, I think when you're at the level all you guys are at, E4, E5 is the way to go. Or Sicilian's okay. Just play the open stuff. There'll be plenty of time to play other openings later. You just want to make sure you're learning as much as you can. Man, I was trying to understand the openings the grandmasters were playing at the New in Chess Classic and at the candidates. Man, it was just beyond me. These guys, they have like their own theory machines. I had no idea what was going on. I kind of like Nakamura's position. All right, we'll just go to Highlands game. When in doubt. Black took on C3. Yeah, kind of like White's game. Just got the bishops, pretty open, got the center. But, whatever. Still the openings, all pretty equal. Pretty fun stuff. Oops, my headphones. Oh, I didn't know I could bring up an analysis board during the game. It's actually be pretty useful. Cool. It only took me like 2 years to figure that out. Queen e5 definitely jumped out at me. Castle, white castled. Let's see what Awesome Train does, then we'll go somewhere else. Yeah, I was like, uh-oh. Gotta watch out for your pieces. So it happens though. It happens. Yeah, I mean, stuff looks pretty close. Well, we got our buddy Darius, who's definitely looking to take revenge for what happened to him. Oh, yeah, okay. Fried liver, you gotta go d5. And then after pawn takes, I would recommend knight to a5. So this is always a good thing to know. Now, black ends up in some pain. So Darius just looking for a way to finish off the attack. Yeah, for those who know him, Darius has an immense knowledge of chess. I mean, know even more than me, but his skills just need to catch up to that knowledge. Chess, it's primarily, a game of using the knowledge you have in your games because you never know exactly what you're going to get. So the way to do that is just by looking at a lot of different positions, trying to figure out what the best move is and apply what you learned. Just the same as doing tactics, right? You learn a tactic like a pin, and then you just do a bunch of puzzles to use that pin in different ways. Similar to learning a language where, yeah, you can know all the grammar rules and stuff like that, but the best way to learn the language is just to speak it and understand how those rules work. So we could be headed for a quick finish. Sure. Could this have happened earlier? Maybe. Yeah, I was like, knight c7 looks good to me. All right, it's good to see Darius bounce back after that first one. Cool checkmate. Definitely coolest checkmate we've seen today. All right, 3 minutes for K9. Should get some pretty big matchups. Yeah, let's see. Oh, Kiran did survive. But let's see. Yeah, he made it across. Oh, he actually traded queens. But yeah, it was just down way too much material. And okay. 2 games left. Ooh, all right. like Josh won the second one. Looks like Black's winning in Lazy Wazy. And I mean, Awesome Train's winning against Highland. Up a piece. Oh. All right, K3. Y'all had that really long first round, and everyone was like, let's just get this over with. No, you guys should take your time. All right, come on, Hikaru. Oops, what was that? Okay, Highland's still thinking here. So definitely when K9 starts, we'll go there. Oh, okay. Well, we will head there shortly. So I think Highland's going to be struggling. So, yep. All right. Kieran. Ah. Kabam. Knight of 3's okay, though. Yeah, so Black, you don't want to go F6 there. It's too weakening. No, I got some cool Italian games. Yeah. Well, not really. Kind of Italian. No, this is Spanish. This is good old Evans Gambit. Queen E7. Not familiar with this line. Let's see what happens. I'm not familiar with any lines, so. Oh no, what happened here? Yeah. Pretty good move, and then you get the fork in. Tough. Definitely, guys, some of you need to slow down a bit. Making some mistakes. All right, I mean, these guys are on move 4. Got 2 knights defense. So Black, you can take here. Knight takes. Fork trick. Just as popular today as it was, I guess that would have been the late 90s when I was playing it in when when I was 7 or 8 years old. So it's crazy, man. All these tricks, they're still relevant. Just insane. Well, we got some fun chess. Well, I'm gonna watch Kiran. Oops, let me see from his point of view. I think, yeah, pretty nice position for white, but black is, surviving, surviving. That's cool. So Kiran saves his bishop. Okay. Let's see. So Will's game. Definitely want to look at this one. Okay. Spanish. Bishop c5. Yeah, here I used to just think I castled. Yeah, okay. This might be okay. Yeah, I guess this is okay. But I definitely think castling was a little safer. Me? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Whew. So, decisions already. Gotta love chess. Does black take? Do they retreat? Do they do something else? All the way back? Yeah, that probably would have been my choice as well, I think. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. Then we'll go to another game in a second. Oh, H3. So, all right. White goes slow. So, okay. Definitely want to pin this one. Sorry, got some research going on here. Let's see. Let's go to our friends in K3. See, Highland is still down that piece. Okay, even material, but white is definitely pressurizing that D5 pawn. All right, so we got a couple games to check out, and we'll check back in with Highland. This is a game from K6. See, so all right, so both these players, if they win, would then have a perfect score. And we have this game that kind of just started between Bob the Great and Will. So I'll be checking back in with them as well. But a lot of time on the clock, so I don't know how fast these games are going. Let's check in with Magnus. Looks like they're still in the first game. Looks kind of good for white, though. Got this guy. And then these guys have started. Oh, this was a Spanish. Okay. See, I don't know anything about the openings. All right. Maybe someday your guys' games would have close to 2,000 people. All right, yeah, about the same. So. All right, yeah, I got some good fights all over chess today between the top dogs and then you guys. Should be a pretty fun day of chess. Yeah, white takes the pawn. Definitely think white's pushing. And this game is unchanged. All right. Oh, okay. Bishop d7 was played. Honestly, I always found these positions tough to play as black. Started looking into some just bishop e7 systems. White just gets the center, just more space. I never really was able to make it work. Now instead of bishop c5, there's also the like bishop e7 systems. Usually a6, b5, and then like bishop e7. So I've been looking into that, see if that serves me even better. That being said, black is a solid enough position. You know what? Let's stay on this one because it could be a quick conclusion. Let's put it that way. Maybe. Don't want to make any promises. And as usual, I'll reiterate, want players to slow down, take their time. Wait, what happened? Oh, he pushed. Yeah, I think you have to play that. Otherwise, you can't stop the pawn. But now white has a couple extra pawns. Doesn't look that fun for black. All right, it's looking good for white. Okay, and this game hasn't moved. It's kind of funny. See how Highland's doing back in the old K3-a-thon. All right, Highland lost that one. Oh, pretty checkmate though. Got a. It's kind of two pieces in separate corners making the checkmate happen. All right. So, okay, K3, 4 minutes to go till your third round. K6, we're all waiting on this game. 4 games left over here. Yeah, I was like, I bet Kieran's still playing. He's he takes his time. Oh, this person takes their time also. All right then. Well, let's see what happens. So I think White's gonna win that one in K6. So K3 then is hasn't started their third round yet. So we got a couple games from K9. Yeah, this one looks equal. I thought White had a nice opening start, but Black's done okay. And this game is yeah, also just getting rolling. What about these guys? So Hikaru's white, Magnus is black. May have heard of these players. Yeah, White's winning, right? Up a pawn and up on clock. No, Hikaru came to play. This game, Black's probably going to win, judging what happened yesterday. I think maybe there was like one draw. The other games were just all Black wins, sometimes really quickly. But this looks, yeah, I have no idea. Oh, White's better, but I don't really know. All right, people. Yeah, really close games today. It's just kind of hard to say what's going on. I'm not going on as many rants as usual, so it's probably a good thing. But as we've seen, take your time and make sure you have active pieces. That's even more important than pawns, as we saw in that first game in K3. That double work end game looked like Black was totally fine, but White got a little active and the train had left the station. Yeah, rookie one I like. Protects the pawn. Pretty common move in this position. Yeah, h6 also common move. Prevents the pin. Ooh, it's going to be slow. So as soon as Kieran moved that bishop, black goes knight d4, putting pieces in the center. Black still has to kind of finish development over here. So maybe white has a slight advantage, but nothing too crazy. Wow, this game is looking crazy. Not a game from the tournament. This, as you see, there's a GM in front of these names. This is from the New in Chess Classic. It's the finals today. I don't know. I think white's winning. I mean, Hikaru definitely needs to win this game. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's go back here. It's been super fun. Now that all these Grandmaster tournaments are being streamed online, it's just really fun to watch the games, read the commentary or the recaps, and you learn a lot. I mean, these guys, these Grandmasters are pretty good, but they're not perfect. We all of that opponent who beats us, and it seems like they never make mistakes, but everybody makes mistakes. Got equality here. We're barely out of the opening. Okay, but d5, yeah. Always was pretty happy when opponents did that because unleashes the beast. But d5 still makes a lot of sense to just gain some space. Not sure you had to release that tension yet, but you could even go knight a3 and just kind of come back towards the middle. Now I think black shouldn't have really any problems, but neither should white. Actually, okay. Yeah, this is looking like to be definitely a key matchup, so let's see what happens. So good to see a lot of new players playing in these events. Always good to play against new competition. Traded bishops, okay. So just watching a couple equal games in the K9. And then a Grandmaster game over here. Oh no, the Hikaru make a mistake. Ooh, it's looking dangerous now for white. Because now Magnus has managed to block this pawn. All right. So here takes. I mean, this square is available for black. White is pretty easy development as well. Actually, black could decide kind of the castle either way. Maybe that's what he's thinking about. I mean, kingside certainly safer, but there's an argument to be made for queenside as well. Or, not sure what I said. Kingside is safer. Maybe I said queenside by accident. But yeah, there's an argument to be made for queenside. So, okay, you do have kind of a hook here. Maybe white can get the pawns going, but you can get your own pawns going. You got a hook here. Whenever your opponent has pushed a pawn in their king position, that is a target to attack. I like it. I like, trying out new stuff, being aggressive, not just doing the same old thing. So yeah, it should be a pretty fun game here. Okay. Yeah, so I almost said Hikaru. So Kieran's opponent has traded. Yeah, I don't know if knight f3, you didn't have to do that. Maybe not the best move, and yeah, black has a little bit of an edge, but it's still close. And then the knight comes in here, very logical. They've put their knights in better spots. Wish I could say more, but that's about all that's been going on. All right, Kieran puts a knight in the center. Knight e1, okay. Always the kind of move where I was like, I did not think about that, but maybe it's pretty good. All right, should be fun. By the way, what else is going on? I feel like, all right, these are the only games in K through whatever the section is, K9. Oh, okay, K3 started. Well, so what's okay? 3 players with perfect scores. We got our buddy Awesome Train. He sack a piece, or she sack a piece. Yeah, a lot of players like going for this. Certainly worth a shot. Or maybe not. Yeah, sometimes a sack isn't so good. Oh, so they're playing lazy wazy. Oh wait, hold up. Whose turn is it? Yeah, I don't know if this sack worked. Just because you want to attack doesn't mean you always should, but give them credit for trying. Lazy wazy. Yeah, I don't know if the sack was ever justified, but certainly, whatever. I mean, try it out. But certainly what came after was not ideal. So Queen f6 was played. However, there was a stronger move. So Black should go back to this position after the game, look for the stronger move. May also go back and say it, but yeah. By the way, I think Hikaru's about to win. Yeah, no, this was a nice sequence. Nice. Crazy attacking game. Sorry, and then I definitely will go back to the tournament. He checks, forces Black's queen back, and then checks, and then takes the rook. So I think Hikaru's going to win this one. But yeah, okay. I mean, barring some ungodly disaster. All right. H5, C4, okay. K6, okay. Check out, oops, did not mean to check on this game. It's like, oh, okay, Andrew and Darius. So Andrew has won one of the games. Was this on time? Okay. All right. So Andrew's definitely motivated. He wants to try to change the trajectory of, I don't even know if he calls it trajectory. Want to change the narrative here. Darius has got his number. Hate to say it, I think the long time controls favor Darius here even more than in class, but looks like a pretty good game. So always fun to see players from the classes play in a tournament situation. All right, Nakamura did win that game. Yeah, he didn't even take that bishop. He just moved away. And I think Black's going to win in this game. Unless I'm like crazy. Sorry, I'm being lazy putting the computer on it. Oh, he already, yeah. Man, Black is the lucky color in this match between Levon Aronian and Shaq. I always forgot to say. Well, you guys can see it here. Good to see both these players back in it. Haven't really seen them play in a while. So guessing the next game will be at about 2 o'clock. Should be pretty fun. Yeah, that was a must win for Hikaru, so glad to see he was able to pull that one out. But now he's Black against Magnus. That is not a fun situation. Yeah, I remember I tried to watch this guy streaming, but I think it's in Russian. So I don't know. Oh, is that Morozovich? That may also be in Russian though. All right. Oh, he traded here. All right, another opposite side castling in both of these games. Um, yeah, I kind of like this for Andrew. Nice control of the center. Um, yeah. All right, let's see. Can he pull it off? Think he can. But Darius is a formidable opponent. All right, we got the Pawn Storm starting to roll in this game. So two very tight games. See how Kiran was doing. Kind of zoned out of that game. Oh my, double rooks. Black is up a pawn. They won that pawn. So activity of the rooks is paramount. We saw that in the game from K3. Let's see what can happen. I like Black's chances though. They're up the pawn. This pawn is weak. It's gonna be tough. So we got 3 games to watch, plus the Grandmasters potentially. So what was it more? Oh, okay. We're still on C5. Yeah, I don't never like pushing the pawns in front of the king. Yeah, I didn't like the H5, H4. Like, what is going on? Like, I think you want to hit with bam, then bam, bam. Well, okay, that was kind of an illegal move, but get this pawn going, go here, try to take here. Yeah, this is way too slow and don't like this at all. Sorry to be so down. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. but I don't like it. All right, Andrew got a nice thing going against Mr. Darius. And Kiran is suffering. Yep, just gotta hold tight. Sometimes, when you frustrate your opponent, they then make a mistake. So, all right, he's trying to get some counterplay with the pawns. Okay. King is coming over to say hello. All right, he decides knight d3. Yeah, like knight d3. Could even just en passant and then boom. Just bust open these kings. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Opening up your king. Yeah, guys, don't move pawns in front of your king. Checks to gain space. The only drawback is sometimes you'd want your king or your rook to go there, but you do force the king back, and things could happen here. So definitely makes sense. King g2 is forced to guard the f pawn. Now what? I don't know. I think white can survive, but it's not fun. So Kiran is struggling. This is pretty close. And yeah, I don't like what's happened here. Got some open kings. Kings in the wind. Overall, the chess has been really great today. Definitely having a lot of fun watching the games and stuff. Yeah, Kiran, I'll show you something against the Vienna game. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, you just see like this bishop just rawr. I don't know. Where y'all want to go? I guess let's check out the end game. Time is now sort of ticking down. So this is case 6 right over here. Yeah. So we should get some faster moves. Yeah, a5, and then it's like just blocking everything. Like b4. Yep. Oops. Sorry. They traded. Well, now this pawn is weak. This pawn's weak. Yeah, I'm sensing some problems for whites. Oh, he took here and then back. Okay. It's like, boom. Yes, it's getting pretty good here. C4 definitely was the plan. Yeah, we're reaching critical mass in a lot of these games. So many places. Let's stick with Kurans. Let's get started. Nope. What is happening? I hear many moves. Thinking this game. Yeah, now the fork. But king is still open, so I don't know how much that counts for. He goes back. All right, both you guys got over 20 minutes, so take your time. A lot of threats from both sides happening here. It's a game between Andrew and Darius, two up and coming players. All right, Andrew takes the bishop. But yeah, queen f2, you got to foresee that. King h1 is forced. I'm assuming queen takes here. Yeah, I don't like this. I think white should have prevented it. Oh. Yeah, you're getting close, Andrew, but you're making some mistakes. King g1 would have been actually okay, but now it's like a forced mate. All right, so Darius bouncing back after his round one defeat. Good game, guys. I think Andrew, if you just go, instead of take the bishop, just go like queen e2, keep your king safe. I think you would have good chances to win. Oh, we may have a trade of queens, and then the attack is not as much importance. Well, then I would. Okay. See, cookie run is try. But yeah, maybe a5 came too slow. Yeah, it looks like what black's grinding this one out. Oh, they have begun the finals. So Magnus and Hikaru, e4, e5. See, told you guys it was good. This game's going to be critical. All right, he goes here. Yeah, I mean, Kieran tried. He tried to do an active plan. It just didn't work. No, good play by Black. Trade one pair. Queens did come off in this game. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, definitely Kieran does not want to trade the last pair of rooks. That is instantly game over. But this is also looking pretty grim. So let's go here. Actually, let's go here. Yeah, Magnus plays the Italian a lot. He's I don't know, these positions are just tough. Yeah, I mean, they're just tough to play for Black. Definitely looking at Bishop E3 systems more. Got a close one here. Well, now this open file kind of benefits Black because there's a pawn they can try to target. So, still looks pretty even though. Time might start to be on Will's mind. All right, I'm going to get out of this game. I think Black's going to win. Yeah, I just don't know openings anymore. Wait, what? How is this a draw? Oh, okay. I just don't know. Oh, we got a good one shaping up here. Kind of late middle game, early end game situation. Bob the Great is on the clock. So actually, both players kind of getting a little low on time. You know, it's not just about how much time you have, but also just keeping pace with your opponent, not making sure they don't get too far ahead of you on time. And it's not really the case here. Both players are pretty equal on time. No, it was okay. I was like, looking like a draw. White offers draw. I don't know, guys. I think you should play it out. I mean, you're here to play, right? Seen that now a couple times this tournament. What happened here? Oh, what? It's in black. Wait, what? So confused. Okay, yeah, this just makes it equal because they can get the piece for the pawns, but I mean, this trick, okay, it's not that easy to see, but yeah, black was just crushing here. So maybe white should have played it out. Ugh. I don't know, guys. I mean, you want to be known as a fighter, right? Someone who's always going to play for the win. I mean, you're here to play, so definitely don't think you guys should just be agreeing to draws. You know, just get in your head. I'm not gonna agree to a draw. I'm just gonna play. And yeah, no, okay. Congrats. I got one player, 4-0, Brian L. Good job. So these guys are done. All right, awesome train is continuing to run with it. Got a Petrov here. The other guy, all right, Abanyan also has 3-0. So this is a play for first, or other guy or girl. Cool. Awesome train is white. Abanyan is black. Man, Carl came to play. Yeah, kind of like Black's position. All right. Okay, yeah, Bishop E2, good move. Stopping the discovered attack. It's a trick that's gotten many people, so either Awesome Train knew the trick or figured it out, so that's good to see. All right, well, I think we should just hang out on this game. I mean, K9 will probably start the next round shortly. K6 is over. So, Awesome Train, we've been fan of this person from the beginning, and we'll see if they can win the tournament. So, here, I'll go back a sec. Yeah, so a move like D3, knight C3, wins the queen, and then you got discovered check. All right, all set up for a good game here. Both players are out of the opening without any issues. Queen C1, a little mysterious. Maybe afraid of like knight E4 or something. Black instantly goes knight C6. Yeah, I mean, a common thing against you got a bishop here is line up the queen and your bishop here, try to go here, trade off the bishops, just what white did. You know, this is one of black's best defensive pieces, so common theme. Try to force a trade of the bishop on G7. But yeah, it looks completely equal to me. Black goes knight G4. So yeah, if you guys are done with your game, definitely check out the new in chess finals. Magnus and Hikaru are playing right now. Man, am I just like bad at chess? What is going on here? I'm so lazy. Just use the engine. Oh, I guess he really is sacking a piece here. Okay. Piece here for then a couple pawns. Cool. I think Hikaru's a good chance in this game. Yeah, white trades off the bishops as anticipated. But, you know, black's still really well defended. I mean, the king kind of shores up the squares left behind by the bishop. H6 kicks the knight. Maybe white's a little more comfortable. Like, this bishop's not the best, but, I mean, it's pretty equal. So these players should have a good game. Okay, so let's try a different section. So K6 was over. There's my buddy. Oh, another Vienna game. All right, I promise Kiram will go over this next lesson. Oh boy. But hey, actually, yeah, good move. Like takes is bad because of E5, but knight G8's the only move. So he didn't try to like, yeah. Now maybe black can get some counterplay against the pawns, the pawn center. So Vienna. What am I gonna show? To work on that. Oh man, chess is just so hard. Yeah, wait. This all looked really good for black. Yeah, wait, what? H, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, H4 is not that good. That's just gonna be weak. And taking was not good either. Yeah, a rare moment of kind of impulsivity from Awesome Train, who's been quite powerful this tournament. So, hmm, like what Black's doing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Magnus Hikaru is super exciting right now. No, even Magnus. I guess he missed knight takes c3. Yeah. Kind of like how we missed knight c takes b5 earlier. Even Magnus makes mistakes. If y'all were watching Taught of Steel back in the winter, oh goodness, that one's the queen. Magnus missed just for super GMs a basic tactic. Knight c takes b5 against Andrei Sapenko. Yeah, no, this is what Black. I mean, I don't think I'm giving anything away here. This is what Black was going for. Line the guys up. White saw the first discovered attack back on move 5, but he didn't see this one. So Black should win. Good job. And I don't even know where we are right now. All right, let's check on my buddy. This looks like a good game over here between Robadia and Jason 0516. Will's in a pretty good game. All right, Kiran and Anna Colin Tree are in a good game as well. All right, this game's pretty fun. Yeah, I notice Kiran maybe moving a little faster than usual. Or not, I don't know. I could just be imagining things. E6 is an interesting move. Yeah, I like it. Just open things up. Yeah, and pretty good moves. So if you're on playing some tough guys today. Yeah, I like this guy. Banyan has some nice tactics. Yeah, so then here, forks So I mean, it's a working a bishop for a queen. It's not like the end of the world, but I think this is pretty easily winning for black. White's king is also super open, so I mean, yeah, it's. Oh, sorry. So there's the position. So yeah, I just think it's just good for black. All right, rook e8's been played. Okay, so I'm predicting a win for black. Oh, Joss is in a good game. This is the game for first in K9. Yeah, how did White sack a piece? Perhaps that was a bit earlier. Oh no, they did not. Still interesting game though, even after the blunder. What a draw! Sorry. So a lot of players right behind our top guy, though he's struggling right now. Everyone kind of hoping White loses or draws to knock him off the top spot or her off the top spot. Let's see. Yeah, definitely don't want to trade for if you're White because you're down that piece for a pawn. See if Jason can do it. This the position? All right, it's a good game. Sometimes it just sleeps. This game is over. What's it called? Lead chess doesn't update. Uh, I don't even know. All right, we'll just stay here. Now looking at it from Jason's point of view. Oh, he offers a draw. Well, I don't think it's. I've already kind of made my position clear. Black, don't take the draw. You're winning. All right, you want to be known as a fighter. That's for everybody. All right, y'all came here to play, didn't you? You know, I just always decide before the tournament. I'm not gonna offer any draws or accept any draws. Sometimes players are like, all right, good, he declined it. Sometimes players are like, well, what if I'm losing? Shouldn't I take the draw? Well, if your opponent's offering you a draw and they're completely winning, maybe there's a trap or they miss something and you have checkmate. I don't know. Like, it's just not realistic that someone's just, crazy and offers a draw when they're winning. So if they are, you probably have something pretty good. All right. Sometimes offering a draw can be like just like a stunt to like I remember one time I was leading the tournament and I offered a draw knowing my opponent would not accept because then I'd just be easily in first. But by after he declined the draw, he suddenly became really aggressive and he messed up. So sometimes you can use draws in that manner. All right, well, a lot of great chess today, guys. I think we're gonna stop here. So good luck, both players, the rest of the tournament. What round is this? I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes when it's not a lot of players, you just get confused. So last round in K3, K6 is over. And this is only round 3 in K9. Okay, so good luck, K9, rest of the tournament. Check out, guys, the New in Chess Classic on Lichess. Really exciting games. No idea why Hikaru took a draw there, but I mean, I guess it's easier when you're watching the chess engine say Black's up. He doesn't know that, so.